So hello everyone, my name is Levance, and I want to welcome you to my new podcast called Stoicism. And I just made this channel to want to have a conversation, to open people's minds, honestly, to the idea of Stoicism. And honestly, this channel is not to persuade anyone. It's just to make you open your mind and see, what changes that you need to make in your life, or maybe you don't need to make any changes in your life. It's about just living your truth. So I started this page to want to, kind of touch on Stoicism in general, how it impacted my life and how it can impact your life, and the philosophers that talk about the Stoicism. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Levance Taylor. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. I live out in Phoenix, Arizona with my kid and my fiance. I have two sons. I grew up, I pretty much grew up in Kansas City for the last 20 years. I've pretty much been an athlete my whole life. Since 5 years old, I played football. I got to high school. I pretty much played everything. I was a basketball player. I ran track a little bit as well. I pretty much played football all the way up until I was about 30. So I'm 32 right now. So I pretty much just stopped playing about 2 years ago. So I'm pretty fresh off being an athlete. So it's kind of difficult, that transition to being from we would say a civilian, and we're being a normal person to from being being recognized like that. So that was a pretty hard transition for me. So I'm going to touch a little bit on that on next episodes. But just a little bit about myself. I am really a critical thinker. I am a very open person. I try to be as transparent as possible. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because nobody's perfect, and I definitely understand that. So I definitely try my best though to not lie, try to tell as much truth as I can, and try to live as virtuous as I possibly can. So that kind of get into my topic of today, is just what is Stoicism. So in layman's terms, Stoicism is the belief in oneself, is to conquer oneself. So it's not about the external world in Stoicism philosophy. It's about the internal world. It's about you. It's about how you react to situations. It's how you view certain situations. I'll just like to ask y'all a question real quick. When you were upset, have you ever asked yourself why you were upset? Like, why really? Like, I know that sounds weird, because when you're upset, it makes sense. Like, somebody hit you in the face, or you trip over something, or your money looking, you broke right now, your money looking funny. Yeah, it's a lot of reasons to be upset. But if you really ask yourself, why are you upset? Like, really? Because if you think about it, any given situation, you can feel the way you want to feel. Any given situation, whether it's you lose the Powerball, or you know what I'm saying, like you leave a loved one in a relationship, or anything. We assign the emotion to the situation. So I can always decide to smile through anything. Anybody can make that decision. We all have that power to do that. So that's really the basis of Stoicism. And I just want to just talk about today, to kind of harp on that, is myself, me bringing myself to Stoicism. I was in a situation where, be honest with you, I was really emotionally out of control. Anybody say something, anybody call me this, say that, I'm up, hype, mad, ready to fight, crying and sad, or thinking about it all day. Like, man, what should I have did in that situation? I should have did this, I should have did that. Man, that man made me so mad, or she made me so mad and angry. Like, why is she like this? But then, you know what? One day, I got to studying not Karl Marx, but it is Marcus Aurelius, his meditations. I got to reading his meditation, and it made me realize that I control everything. Like internally, I control what I control internally. I cannot control anything external. I cannot control people being mad at me. I can't control people being sad with me. I can't, because at the end of the day, you're going to be a villain in somebody's story. So, you can take that and really think about it, like, for real, like, it's just this, everything external is supposed to be, nature, honestly, nature, by definition, is supposed to be chaotic. Like, nature is no order. There's no order in nature. So the only way you can really find order is within yourself. You can conquer yourself. It's not easy, and it's not easy to do. It's very hard to do because a lot of people don't want to look inward and take accountability for their actions. It's easy to blame someone else external. It's easy to blame something external, but at the end of the day, it's us. We control what we bring to the table. So if I don't want to be angry, if I don't want to be hurt, I'm not going to be. It's just that simple. Now I know it's hard. It's definitely easier said than done. But if you really sit and think about it, you really are not your emotions. You're not your emotions. If you just stopped and think about your decisions or the consequences you have before you make a decision, it'll make it so much easier. And the reason why we be so upset with people, the reason why we be like tripping out when somebody don't do this, when somebody don't do that, or whatever, blase the third, is really because we have unrealistic expectations. We have external expectations for somebody that we love or somebody that we work with, and we think like they're supposed to think like us. Like if I do that and it's common sense for me to do that, why it ain't common sense for them to do that? Or why is they finding a problem with working or whatever the case? But it's because the reality is you gave them that expectation. You the one that assigned that to them. And that's why you're upset, because you're not taking people for who they are. You are trying to mold them into who you want them to be. And that's never going to work. In relationships, in life, work, whatever. I mean, whatever it is, it's not going to work like that. It's just not. The only thing you can really control in this world is yourself and your emotions and your effort. That's the only thing you can control. Anything that happens external, that's just what it is. And you got to take that for what it is, and you got to adjust to it. Like, you being mad about Trump being president, or you being mad about your money looking funny, whatever the case may be, you are in control of that. And that's the power you will. So, and just me harping on that, that's just pretty much the whole summary of Stoicism. And I just want, like I said, this is not a formal thing. This is me having a casual conversation and wanting to open people's eyes to what I see now. And what I see is pretty good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I really put this into practice. Like, this whole philosophy I got. Matter of fact, one of my favorite quotes is from Marcus Aurelius. He said, the obstacle that's in the way must become the way. Literally. You are what you choose to be. And it's literally, I mean, it sounds simple, and it's like, dang, like it sounds like it's simple to do, but it's really not. 99% of the people that's been born and died throughout human history has not cracked the code. They don't know, because they never thought to hold themselves to that accountability. And that's when I'm wanting to wake up in people. I feel like if people look at it and really look at themselves and understand that they have all the power. You have all the power. At the end of the day, you have the power to react to, you have the power to choose how you want to be. And I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. But we get into the conclusion of our first episode. anybody that tuned in, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. I definitely gonna air a new episode well, it won't be this Friday, but it'll be next Friday. With the same content. We gonna have a conversation. It's gonna be about a different topic, touching on Stoicism. But yeah, we getting right into it, and it's gonna be an episode every week. And I'm just ready to have a conversation with everyone, and I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn from y'all, and I'm ready for you to learn from me. So just subscribe to the channel. Sto is him, and we gonna continue this conversation. Peace out. Thank you for listening.